Parām vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, total world victory of Hare Kṛṣṇa. Welcome back to another Bhagavad-gita class with your host, Prahlad, me. And today we are doing Bhagavad-gita 439. Getting straight into it. There we go. Śraddhāvāl labhate jñānaṁ jñānam tat-paraḥ saṁyatendriyaḥ jñānam labdhvā parām śāntim acireṇādhigacchati acireṇādhigacchati adhigacchati. These are some long Sanskrit words. Śraddhāvān, a faithful man. Labhate, achieves. Jñānam, knowledge. Tat-paraḥ, very much attached to it. Saṁyata, controlled. Indriyaḥ, senses. Jñānam, knowledge. Labdhvā, having achieved. Parām, transcendental. Śāntim, peace. Acireṇa, very soon. Adhigacchati, attains. A faithful man who is absorbed in transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. This one's a bit short. Such knowledge in Krishna consciousness can be achieved by a faithful person who believes firmly in Krishna. One is called a faithful man who thinks that simply by acting in Krishna consciousness, he can achieve the highest perfection. This faith is attained by the discharge of devotional service and by the chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rāma, Hare Rāma, Rāma Rāma, Hare Hare, which cleanses one's heart of all material dirt. Over and above this, one should control the senses. A person who is faithful to Krishna and controls the senses can easily obtain perfection in the knowledge of Krishna consciousness without delay. Okay. Simple, clear. Going on, looking at the changes. In the original edition, a faithful man who is absorbed in transcendental knowledge. It's a bit. I have to zoom out tiny bit. Okay. A faithful man who is absorbed in transcendental knowledge has been changed to a faithful man who is dedicated to transcendental knowledge. Wonder what it. No changes, comments for the translation. Faithful man who attached to transcendental knowledge. This is the original manuscript. Okay, well, it's not going closer to the original manuscript. Absorbed and dedicated. Yeah, those two words have different meanings. Absorbed in transcendental knowledge. It's all around you. Well, dedicated. You have. I don't know how to explain it. You've dedicated, time and effort to transcendental knowledge. You've dedicated to it. Anyway, so transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses quickly attains the spiritual peace has been changed to and who subdues his senses is eligible to achieve such knowledge, and having achieved it, he quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. wonder what this says. And is eligible can date for it and achieve such laws. Huh. Is eligible candidate for it, and he who achieves such transcendental knowledge attains the spiritual peace very soon. Yeah, so technically is going closer to the manuscript. I don't know why I wouldn't. Yeah. Let's see. So they've gotten rid of the commas there. Is there any comments for this one? All Roman. Anyway, they've gotten rid of the comma there and the comma there, making it not a split clause sentence. The man who thinks that simply by acting in Kṛṣṇa consciousness he can attain. Yeah, I don't think there needs to be commas there for that sentence. It doesn't change the subject. And then they've gotten rid of the quotes here. Not sure why. But that's inconsequential change, I think. Doesn't do much. Anyway, talking about the actual purport, not exactly a lot to talk about. It's pretty clear cut. Faith is obtained. Well, you get the supreme spiritual peace by, being faithful. It says, such knowledge in Kṛṣṇa consciousness is achieved by a faithful person. And this faith is attained by the discharge of devotional service and by chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rāma, Hare Rāma, Hare Hare. Said that pretty quick. But basically the Maha Mantra. And so, I guess you could infer that it would be unfaithful to not chant the Hare Kṛṣṇa Maha Mantra. You won't achieve the supreme spiritual peace. And there's no reason to not chant. Going back to the old adage, not adage, but the old conversation about wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, I think that's a bit stupid. There's heaps of evidence. There's heaps of points in the Bhagavad-gita where that's just untrue. Emphatically, it's definite. Emphaticable. There we go. Emphaticable. I think that's the right word. Yeah. A person who is faithful in Kṛṣṇa a person who is faithful to Kṛṣṇa and controls the senses can easily obtain perfection in the knowledge of Kṛṣṇa consciousness without delay. Well, yeah, and it's basically, instructions. Have faith in Kṛṣṇa and Kṛṣṇa consciousness. You will obtain the knowledge when you have that faith. Do the chanting, devotional service. Yeah, it's easy. You can attain the highest perfection. There's no complicated yagyas, no any of that. Yeah. Contemporary application. Yeah, I guess. Doing chanting, devotional service, you obtain supreme spiritual peace. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Lord Chaitanya gave us this Maha Mantra Yagya to perform 500. I wonder how close we are to 600. But 500 years ago, he gave us the Mahamantra Yajna to perform as a way of, achieving, Krishna consciousness, rather than all these complicated and convoluted other processes that are difficult in the age of Kali. And so, yeah, doing the chanting, devotional service, it'll all be good. Yeah, just a short and sweet. So to finish us off, going back to the Sanskrit, which should be better. Śraddhāvāl labhayat, śraddhāvāl labhayat jñānam, tat-paraḥ saṁyatendriyaḥ, jñānam labdhvā parāṁ śāntim, acireṇādhigacchati, acireṇādhigacchati, acireṇādhigacchati. A faithful man who is absorbed in transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. There we go. Yeah, that was a quick one, but it's all good. Yeah, if you enjoy any of the content that we do here, give it a like, give it a share, tag your friends. Yeah, if you're watching live or if you're watching afterwards, thank you. I'll be back tomorrow to do Bhagavad-gita 440. And yeah, good morning, good evening, or good night is a good night for me. See you guys tomorrow. Parām Vijayate Shri Kṛṣṇa Sankirtanam, total world victory of Hare Kṛṣṇa. I gotta keep remember looking at the camera, not myself. It's more it's better practice. But yeah, Parām Vijayate Shri Kṛṣṇa Sankirtanam, total world victory of Hare Kṛṣṇa. So good, I gotta say it twice. All right, well.